Hi, I'm Christy Carrolls, and I'm a Solutions Engineer with McAfee. Today we're going to talk about our Advanced Cyber Threat Defense 2.0. ACTD addresses this problem. How do we provide an immediate, accelerated increase in cyber efficacy within the enterprise? Notice the system in the bottom left-hand corner receives a file with unknown reputation. We immediately send this file to our Threat Intelligence Exchange server for validation. We don't have it in our server, so we send that information off to our ATD Sandbox. ATD validates this is bad and comes back with a full analysis report. This report is then sent to TIE. This can be propagated to the rest of our networks. This is also sent up to our GTO private cloud. From there, GTI, through the use of ThreatQ, is able to propagate this information to anyone subscribing to that cloud. Notice the system in the bottom right-hand corner also receives a file with unknown reputation, but checks our Threat Intelligence Exchange server. TIE has the information through GTI Cloud and the use of ThreatQ and is able to protect that system from that malware. Let's see how this is done in practice. Let's set the stage for our demonstration. You'll see that this is a Windows 10 fully patched client running McAfee ENS 10.5, and you'll also notice that this is being managed by EPO1. We'll show you soon how we are able to share intelligence gathered in this one enclave to another disparate enclave. First, we are going to show you that the file that we are using is something we have never seen before, and this is a new file. The way that we do this is we are going to hash this file and use a small Windows utility to do this. Let's go ahead and hash this file, and then we're going to copy this hash. From here, we're going to verify that it's not in our TIE, Threat Intelligence Exchange, ThreatQ, or our GTI private cloud. So let's minimize our virtual machine. We'll minimize. Notice we're now in our EPO console. From here, let's go ahead and check our system tree, and we'll verify that that system we're looking at is connected to the DXL fabric. Here's our system. You'll notice our DXL status is connected. Okay, let's check our TIE reputations for that hash. We'll paste that hash and click apply. Notice we found no results. Let's go ahead and check our ThreatQ database as well to see if we have anything listed here. Let's paste our hash. No results found. Last but not least, let's check our private cloud dashboard database. Get reputation. Reputation is not found. So we're showing you this is not pre-staged. This is a new file we've never seen in our private cloud or anywhere else within our environment. Let's go ahead and run the file. We're back in our virtual machine, and our user is going to receive this malware through email. This is a very common way to have malware enter the network. Look, we received an email from Christy from McAfee. Looks pretty legit to me. Stock plan is here. Let's go ahead and click it. I'm going to click this link. Once it's launched, you'll notice it asks us, do we want to run this? Yes, of course I do. I want my stocks. It'll take a second to download and asks us, would we like to run this file? Yes, we would. Even though it says that the publisher is not trusted and not verified. Am I sure? Yes, I want my stocks. Let's run this. That's strange. It looks as though it couldn't access the file. I wonder why. Still, I'd like to run this. That's interesting. It looks like something stopped working. We got another message. Let's go ahead and close this program. Thanks for activating our stock. I'll get it in 14 days. That sounds wonderful. But what was really happening in the background? This doesn't really seem legit to me anymore. Let's go ahead and minimize our virtual machine, and let's go ahead and check our ATD. In the background, ATD received the file from TIE, that's the profile we used, and actually submitted for analysis. It received a severity rating of very high. Let's go ahead and check that report. We'll look at our analysis summary. Notice we have a lot of information about the engine analysis that was used. It did not have a GTI file reputation, although we did try to connect to a web page which had a bad, very high reputation. Talks about the behavior classifications and all the nasty things that it did, performed a dynamic analysis through our Sandbox, and even received a 98.75 through our deep neural network prediction. Our DNN is a centralized system that uses machine learning to identify malicious indicators in a sample. ATD uses this machine learning to improve its prediction accuracy. 98.75 sounds pretty high to me. As we look through, it did a lot of different things. Created and opened 83 different file operations, whether they were deletions, modifications, removals, and performed a number of other things too. This is a very detailed report. Remember, we knew nothing about this file before, but now we have all this information, and it seems pretty bad. Now that it has been sandboxed, all the reputations are flowing over the connected sensors. Let's check to see if our reputation has changed in our private cloud, ThreatQ, and TIE database. Remember, this was unknown before we ran it. Let's go ahead and check our private cloud database. Here's our hash still listed. I'll get that reputation. Dirty, virus, interesting. Let's go ahead and check our ThreatQ. Our hash is still here. Let's just enter. Found as known malicious through GTI Private Cloud. Last but not least, let's check our TIE database. Here's our file. We're going to apply it again. Now the ATD reputation shows as known malicious. This is really interesting. What if that file is found in a separate environment? What will happen now? Let's go ahead and move on to environment 2. They're connected to the private cloud as well. Let's see what happens if they receive that same file. Now we are in our other enclave, environment 2. You'll notice that this is a Windows 10 system, fully patched, Windows 10-3, running McAfee, ENS ATP 10.5, but you'll also notice that this is managed by EPO2 in our completely separate enclave. Now, let's make the assumption that our person in environment 1 knows our person in environment 2 and sends him that notice about the stocks. So the person in environment 2 says, I want to get my stocks too. He sees this message and he clicks on the link. Yes, I'd love to run this. Takes a second to download. Interesting. Sure, I'd love to run this, even though it's untrusted. So what's happening in the background now? You'll notice I get a very different message this time. ENS gives me a security alert. Let's go ahead and take a look at what happened. We'll minimize our web page, and we'll open up our ENS security to see what happened. You'll notice that Adaptive Threat on access scan cleaned the file because its reputation of known malicious through policy is set to clean that item. This system was protected because of the information that was propagated through our GTI private cloud and ThreatQ. Hope this information was helpful. Thank you.